Good morning. My name's Ann LeVan. I'm multitasking with the Red Cross. The American Red Cross of Central Pennsylvania, you're all aware that there's been regionalization and realignment of the Red Cross, but we are still very active in this county, and we still maintain our building over here on Mifflin Street. I'm one of a bunch of volunteers that goes out on disaster calls. EMA helps us because when there's a fire and the white hat in charge says call the Red Cross, they dispatch for us and we run, boots on the ground. My husband and myself, Priscilla Gagne, and one of our staff was here last year. Unfortunately, because of the weather, you have me alone. So replicates what we did for fiscal year July 1, 2013 to June 30, 2014. However, since July until February 13th, 2015, this chapter alone responded to over 14 fires. We assisted 25 families. We have put out, in CAC assistance, which I will explain very shortly, $6,691, and then in DO assistance, $5,890. Backtrack 2 steps. CAC is your client assistance card. It looks like a debit card. We load it for what our client needs, and that's anything and everything. Food, clothing, seasonal clothing right now. So if they've lost everything, including winter coats, boots, hats, and mittens, they get funding for that. If they need medications, we have our nurses call the doctors, and there you go. We get their prescriptions. And very luckily for us, our local pharmacies are good to refilling prescriptions at no cost to anybody. The DO items, it's a slip of paper that we hand to the client to take to the hotel or to a prospective landlord to help cover security and or the first month's rent. And there is a structure that needs to be followed. Every fire we dispatched blankets, comfort kits, cleanup kits, and stuffies for the children. We also do service to armed forces, and I'm one of those people, and I make the follow-up calls. Since September, I've made over 150 follow-up calls to that many individuals that had emergency messages sent. I'm on their public relations committee, of which I think I'm going to get Joellen's email address so she gets a public or a press release every time I send one out.
Okay.
Locally, I get a call 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm at my computer and I flip it out to the media and whomever's on my list. I dabble in almost every aspect, including government liaison, and that's how I'm really involved with these 2 characters back here. When they have tabletop exercises, I'm in there. But that's enough about me. What I'm trying to impart is every volunteer in some way or another is a hero, but they're not wearing capes, they're not wearing football jerseys. The only uniform we have are our identifiers, anything that has our logo. We are duly recognized by the Red Cross. We have identification cards that has our photo and expiration dates on it so that it is legit. If I knock on Commissioner Haynes' door and we're doing community outreach as far as being prepared for a fire, or if you need a smoke detector, we'll get it. We need to get everybody on board, and we have done that already over on 11th Street after a fire this year. They went through and they canvassed. I am asking the commissioners at large to please declare March as Red Cross Month, because as much as you are needed here in the county, the Red Cross is also needed. And I think we've been putting our very best foot forward.
I'll appreciate the efforts that you folks make, and certainly a godsend for the community.
Over the years, I've worked with Mary Ann through disasters and even after, helping people. She is one of the most dedicated, her and her husband. It's like a team. The dedication of these 2 people to Lebanon County and the people who are in need is unquestioned and second to none. We're very fortunate to have you, and I'm very proud to be associated with you and to work with you in these instances. Thank you for everything you do.
I'd just like to add my thanks to you and your volunteer team as well. Job well done, and we appreciate all the interrupted nights that you have, and on behalf of our citizens in need. Thank you.
Whereas March is American Red Cross Month, a special time to recognize and thank our everyday heroes, those who reach out to help their neighbors when they are in need. And whereas American Red Cross heroes are on the front lines every day, they volunteer their time, give blood, take life-saving courses, or provide financial donations to help those in need. And whereas we would like to remember our heroes here in Lebanon County who give to help people in need. They work tirelessly to help in time of disaster, when someone needs life-saving blood, or the comfort of a helping hand. They provide round-the-clock support to members of the military, veterans, and their families, and teach life-saving classes in CPR, aquatics, safety, and first aid. And whereas across the country and around the world, the American Red Cross responded to hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, and wildfires, the tragedy at the Boston Marathon, and Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines. And whereas when an injured service member ended up in the hospital far from home, the American Red Cross offered comfort. When a hospital patient needed blood, American Red Cross blood donors helped them. When a lifeguard jumped in to save a drowning child, or someone stepped up to help a heart attack victim, the Red Cross was there. And whereas we dedicate the month of March to all those who support the American Red Cross mission to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies. Our community depends on the American Red Cross, which relies on donations of time, money, and blood to fulfill its humanitarian mission. Now therefore, we the Commissioners of Lebanon County do hereby proclaim March 2015 as American Red Cross Month. Further, we encourage all our citizens to support this organization and its noble humanitarian mission.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to adopt the proclamation naming March 2015 as Red Cross Month. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? It's done.